New haircut this week, but the same dumb face. Fun fact, instability reduces power output. So an activity such as squatting on an unstable surface, like a Bosu ball or a balance board, will reduce your ability to contract your muscles, especially your fast twitch fibers. Lifting weights on an unstable surface will limit your ability to develop hypertrophy, strength, and power. So let's talk about it. Everybody loves lifting weights. We move heavy things around in the weight room in order to have more strength for our jobs and for our activities in our lives. We move barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, our own body weight, and other implements, generally standing, sitting, or lying down on a stable surface like the ground or a bench, or an exercise like pull-ups where you are pulling on a fixed object. What are the benefits of lifting on a stable surface? Lifting on a stable surface is safer. Your chance of injury on flat ground is definitely lower than squatting on a Bosu ball. And on stable ground, you can generate the most strength and power. You can recruit the most fibers from a stable position. You can do the most work. You can get the closest to failure, all the way from slow twitch to fast twitch when you are working on a stable surface. When your body is in a stable, safe position, your brain will not inhibit force production. You will be able to recruit all available muscle fibers to participate in producing force. Meanwhile, pushing off an intentionally unstable surface caps your force production. Your body does not want to produce maximum force on an unstable surface. Your brain is trying to keep you from getting injured. And if your brain senses that you are in an unstable position, you're not going to be able to recruit most of your muscle fibers. And that's really the whole story. You can't hit a 1 rep max back squat while you're standing on a slack line. It just won't happen. And studies have been done in this area. Some guys in lab coats were able to demonstrate that even with practice and a good warm-up, test subjects were only able to squat about 60% of their 1 rep max on an unstable surface. And you need to go heavier than 60% to engage most of the bigger fast twitch fibers if you want them to get bigger and stronger. So if you are adding instability into your lifting, you are limiting power production because your brain won't let you go to full power on an unstable surface. Your brain is saying, I would like to not die here. So power is ratcheted down. Proponents of lifting heavy things from an unstable position would say a couple of things. And one is that you are increasing the work of the non-prime movers. The muscles that are helping to stabilize your body are getting more work. I would agree with that. When benching on a Bosu ball, your biceps or muscles of the rotator cuff may be slightly more involved, but not to a degree to cause gains in hypertrophy or strength in those muscles, which is our goal. Proponents of instability training would also say that this type of training increases your ability to generate power on an unstable surface. That is also true to a degree. You could increase your unstable 1 rep max squat from, say, 155 to 175, but to what end? Your flat ground 1RM is not heavier, and part of the argument is that unstable strength training is good for athletes. But athletes generally compete on stable surfaces, not on Bosu balls. So an athlete lifting heavy on stable ground and then doing skill work within their own sport, practicing movements specific to their sport would get more benefit to their sport performance than doing heavy squats on a Bosu ball. So I would recommend training on stable surfaces with dumbbells and barbells for hypertrophy, strength, and power. Train in your sport or activity to enhance your skill and balance in that sport. And there's nothing wrong with balance training by itself. Balance training by itself is a good thing. People that do things like slackline training have incredible balance. Balance is vital for everything you do in your life that does not involve sitting in a chair. Good balance is vital for you now, and it becomes increasingly important as you age. Poor balance is never a positive. So yes, do balance training, but using instability as a key part of your heavy resistance training will only limit your ability to get bigger, stronger, and faster. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.